Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we would like to present our discussion about concurrent model versus incremental development model. My name is Rizanta Rahmadi and my partner Cut Viola Amanda and Muhammad Maulana Yusuf Fajar. Next. Bjarnes Trustrup ever state that the most important single aspect of software development is to be clear about what you are trying to build. Next. Basically, concurrent development model present an orderly and logical schematic. Every activity that comes in this model has a trigger, from inactive until done. When customer needs to make changes, the process has to stop and applying the changes. If the changes can be implemented, then the process can be started again. Concurrent development model is working fast and can be done together. Even with different conditions, this model is also effective when resolve problems. I would like to present about modeling activity that's shown in that figure. For example, early in the project, the communication activity that's not shown in the figure has completed its first iteration and exists in the awaiting changes state. The modeling activity, which exists in the known state while initial communication was complete, now makes a transition into the under development state. If, however, the customer indicates that changes in requirement must be made, the modeling activity moves from the under development state into the awaiting changes state. An inconsistency in the requirement model is uncovered. This will generate the event analysis model correction, which will trigger the requirement analysis from the done state into the awaiting changes state. It is based on the Roger S. Pressman Bruce R. Maxim Software Engineering A Practitioner Approach 2014, 8th edition. Next. Incremental development model deliver a series named increments. Incremental development start from analysis, design, implementation, testing or verification, maintenance. For every piece of iteration passes through the requirement, design, coding, and testing phases. In this design, the first iteration often be the core product where the basic requirement addressed. In the next increment, that will develop a plan. I would like to give an example about the figure that's shown in this presentation. I would like to use software word processing development. First, it might be deliver basic file management, editing, and document production function in the first increment. Start from communication, planning, modeling, construction, deployment. And in the second increment, we would like to advance more. We'll add spelling, grammar check, and etc. And it will complete until the end increment. Next.
For the advantages of concurrent development model are generate an excellent system because there is a design that occurs in a large, orderly, and well-planned manner. Next is concurrent modeling is applicable to all types of software development and provides an accurate picture of the current state of a project. This occurs because this method can carry out fast work process but still effective when solving problems. Next is immediate feedback from testing because feedback comes from triggers and triggers come from customers. As for the disadvantage, it's possible that big changes suddenly occur that can increase more costs and takes longer time. Because customers directly related in the process, customers can make changes in the process. And it takes longer time for a big project. Because when the project is testing, there will be many feedback and changes to the project. When it's a big project, surely it will cost a lot more.
This is the incremental development model disadvantage and advantages. The first one about the advantages is this model is flexible to change, so the cost for the reparation is less costly. In this model, the customer can respond to each build immediately, so the feedback received can be analyzed immediately too. Third, the lower the risk because the risky part can be identified and handled immediately during its iteration. And then a few members are enough to do the work because it is done little by little. And if any case, if more people are needed, we can add additional member after the program start to develop. What the disadvantages? It is possible when the first increment is not synchronized with the second or other increments because they are separated. And then a good planning and design is needed to reach a clear understanding for the whole system. If not, it will be a disaster. And then a clear and complete understanding for the whole system is needed before the broken down and built incrementally. It is suitable for a small-scale project because it will be complicated for a big-scale project. Fixing the problem in one unit requires fixing the whole unit, so it takes a relatively long time to produce a complete products. This is the company that used the models. For the incremental is used by Coca-Cola, and the concurrent is used by NASA.
As for the references, we take from Roger Pressman, Bruce Maxim, 8th edition for software engineering. As for the incremental model in SDLC, we use from guru99.com. As for the incremental model advantage and disadvantage, we use from trika.com. Thank you guys. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.